when you imagine walking into the future, the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, what do you imagine? What do you see unfolding around you? What challenges do you expect to face, or expect your community to face, or your country to face, or our planet Earth to face? And in August this year, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, which is the real authority, the global authority on climate change, published some findings from their most recent research, and they described 5 possible scenarios that could come about in our planetary future, going from the least possible carbon emissions that humanity can emit to the highest possible carbon emissions. And the worst case scenarios result in a completely uninhabitable Earth. It's just unthinkable. But even in the most optimistic scenarios they're painting, by 2030, just 8 years away, our Earth will be 1.5 degrees hotter. And that is really a threshold beyond which all kinds of things will stop functioning. So in many parts of the world, we will not be able to grow food anymore. And in many other places, growing food will be much harder and much less predictable. Sea levels will be rising, and we'll see mass migration on a huge scale. So I think, we're all used to hearing these kind of statistics, although this new report is really not pulling any punches. And we know that we need to take action. We know that we need to do everything we can to prevent these scenarios from playing out. But even now, if we do everything we can, there is still an incalculable amount of suffering and hardship and loss coming our way within a very short time frame. And we need to prepare for that. So we need to prepare outwardly in all kinds of ways, redesigning our farming system and our economy, but we also need to prepare inwardly. And I'm wondering, what does this mean to you, to prepare inwardly for very turbulent and challenging times? What qualities and inner resources do you think that you need to have a meaningful life in a situation of increasing chaos? What do you think will be the impact on mental health, or on morals, or on our sense of meaning, or on our faith and spirituality? So these are questions that I'm sitting with, and I'm interested to have a conversation about what part psychologists can play in preparing people for what is coming.